It was a beautiful day on Lake Wanasink Lake. Fishermen were fishing, herpetologists were herpetologing, and monkeys were monkeying.
It's a boomerang. You throw it and it comes back to you. Well, it's supposed to come back.
A ping pong ball.
No, it's an egg.
Where'd it come from?
A bird's nest, of course. Maybe it rolled here. Poor little fella.
How do you know it's a boy egg? I think it's a girl egg. And I'm gonna name her Tiffany.
Still, it's a bad spot for an egg. Eggs are great for some things. The shell lets in air and moisture and keeps out dirt. That's good. But 'cause they're so thin, they let in cold and heat too. That's bad. That's why birds sit on them, so the egg is always the right temperature. An egg without a nest might not hatch.
George had to get the egg back to its nest before it was too late.
Wait! Eggs can break. Like that. Plus, you shouldn't slosh them around.
We have to find her mommy so she can come and sit on Tiffany.
Good idea! My paper out! Oh, I'll come help as soon as I'm done.
It's up to us, George. How about I stay here and protect Tiffany while you find the mommy? I know! Ask Grandpa. He knows all about eggs. Halt!
Yeah.
Found an egg, huh? That's one big egg. Might be an eagle egg.
Huh?
That's the only bird around here with an egg that size. There's an eagle nesting in the pine grove down by the lake. That's...
We just want to have a picnic.
Sorry. No trespassing past this. Did you find the mommy, George? Well, hurry! The egg might get too hot.
You found an egg?
Can we see it?
Now, shells are thin. You might wake Tiffany from a nap.
Yeah.
Want some watermelon?
Allie was right. It was getting hot. George had to hurry.
Well, they gotta be here somewhere. They couldn't just walk away. Well, they could. I just hope they didn't, because that would be a disaster.
Eagles sure did have big nests. And really big eggs to go in them. His egg wasn't nearly so big. How could Mr. Rankins ever have thought his egg was an eagle's egg? He'd drawn his egg way too big. The only thing little monkeys like better than being in pictures is taking pictures.
Hey, George! Hey, Bill! Look! Guess what it's of? You'll never guess. Guess! They're Perseids.
Percy what?
They're teeny tiny animals that look like purses. Well, I think. I heard my grandpa talking to my grandma about them. He says you can see them best down by the lake. Oh, George, that's a great idea. Let's get a picture of them. That will make a perfect surprise for Grandpa. Wait! Where are you going? You can only see Perseids at night, George. But Grandpa said you can see them best of all if you get up early in the morning. Fisherman early. And if you both come with me, Grandpa says I can go.
Sure!
No, George, I can't take the picture. No, I may be great at doing drawings, but I'm not nearly as good a picture taker as you. Besides, if I take the picture, I can't be in it. See you bright and early.
Early?
Hey, Allie, George, Bill, what are you doing up so early?
Looking for the Perseids.
Oh, they're beautiful. Have fun.
Yeah, this way. Keep your eyes open. The Perseids should be around here someplace. Grandpa said you can't miss them. Ooh! Shh!
Shooting stars!
Wow! Be sure to save some pictures for the Perseids, George. Okay, they're here somewhere. Do you see them?
No.
Bill, you go that way. Me and George will go this way.
Aye, aye. I hear something. I hear something.
Huh?
Here. Hey! Too late. They're gone.
Well, of course, because you scared them.
Okay.
Perseids are delicate, gentle creatures. Like me.
Well, this isn't going to work.
Yeah. If only we had a way to talk to each other without making any sound.
Good idea, George. We'll just wave to each other if we see a Perseid.
Okay, let's go. Here, Percy, Percy, Percy. He's waving. Bill's trying to tell us something. He's saying, go this way. That way? Yeah, that way. Hurry, George.
Once upon a time, in a land not so far away. George was at his last rehearsal for his very first community play. In the play, George was a castle guard. He really wished he were a knight, like Steve and Betsy. Knights got to ride horses and had cool helmets. Plus, knights were really brave. But the man said,
There are no small roles. There are only small monkey actors.
So George kept practicing to make sure he said his line right.
Sire, 2 riders approacheth.
Guard!
At last, George's big moment was here.
Oh no! Charky! She'll wreck the stage!
Guard the castle!
It was just like in the play. But Charky did not halt. Charky kept right on going.
Well, at least the castle's in one piece.
Medieval castles had dragons. We have Charky.
Well, we'd better get busy rebuilding the set and the props.
We'll get the flag back.
You guard the stage, George, in case Charky comes back.
George felt awful. It was his job to guard the castle, and he'd messed it up. What if Charky came back during the play tonight? He needed some way to keep Charky off the stage for good. But it's hard to think if you've stayed awake all night practicing your one line, especially if your costume was hot and the stage lights were hotter.
What ho! That means, hey, what's up? A dragon is on the loose. Don't want it getting into the castle again.
The dragon! It followed us to the castle!
Good guard George had to stop the dragon. It would prove his bravery, and the king might make him a knight. Nothing is worse than dragon breath. Except maybe dragon slobber.
My banquet! Stop her! Wizard, can you no stop the beast?
Alas and alack, my magic hath met its match.
Hey, look out!
Oh no!
The king would never make good guard George a knight now.
How can we have our celebration with that beast destroying the castle?
And then the little guard remembered. Dragons were sore afraid of baths. George loved to watch his friend Bill deliver papers. When it came to newspaper delivery,
Bullseye!
Bill never missed a target. And Bill never, ever missed a delivery day.
364 days of perfect delivery. You know what that means, George? If I deliver all my papers on time tomorrow, I'll win the golden pouch. Yep. The golden pouch is only given to the best of the best, George. and I aim to be the bestest.
Ah!
One more perfect day, and that bag is mine.
But the next day was not perfect. It was lousy. George wondered how Bill would ride his bike in all that snow. Not very well, it turned out.
Ugh. Can you believe this, George? Biggest day of my career, and I can't even get out of my driveway. Last time it snowed this bad, Pugnose O'Reilly crashed on the Lake Street curve, sprained his elbow, and had to retire. That's how I got his route! It's no use. So long, Golden Pouch. That's the spirit, George. Did Freckles McFadden, the all-time winningest Golden Pouch winner, quit during the snowstorm of '79? No, he did not. If Freckles didn't quit, neither will I. Now push me, city boy, push me! Thanks, George!
But the trouble with biking in the snow is, if you manage to get going, you often can't stop.
I can't even make my first delivery. How am I gonna finish my whole route in time?
Hey! If you're not delivering papers, want to pull me around in the snow?
Bikes did not work well in snow. But that thing did.
Ooh-hoo-hoo.
I've never used a toboggan before, but so far it's great. Thanks for thinking of it, George. Of course, once we get to the flats, we'll have to pull it. But we'll make such good time on the way down, it won't matter. Good morning.
Thanks, boys.
Hang on. Gotta steer around this curve. How do you steer?
Hey, you boys all right? I don't know much about toboggans. I'm not much on snow sports. I guess I spend too much time playing with my trains. Ooh! Maybe there's something else you could use in here instead.
George!
Then George realized you can steer by leaning.
George, you're a genius. Why didn't I think to lean? That's how we can steer the toboggan.
It had been a very sneezy winter. First, George had been sick, and now it was the man with the yellow hat's turn. George hoped his special, cold-fighting little bit of everything soup would make him feel better.
I'm sure it's delicious, George, but I can't taste anything. George, I wouldn't do that if I were you. That spoon was just in my mouth. It probably has cold germs on it. See, germs are too tiny to see, but they're inside me. And cold germs are what made you sick when they got inside you.
Ew.
Yep. So be sure to wash your hands.
George wished there was some way he could help the man get better. But all that cooking had made him one sleepy little monkey. George had just fallen asleep when he heard a strange sound. George remembered the last time he and Gnocchi had flown around in a spaceship. He had become very small and had flown all around his own body. Being small again might help George find those germs that were inside the man with the yellow hat. If George could kick them out, the man might get better. What a big mouth. George wanted to explore, but there was no time. He had germs to find. They headed for the stomach. But when they got into the man's stomach, they found out they weren't alone. George knew that germ. It was Toots. He and his friends had made George sick before. Now they were playing a concert in the man's stomach.
Well, I'm a rambling germ, always out on the go. I'll bring you down and head up to another show. Well, I've been lots of places, floating free as a wheeze, riding on your silverware, a flying on sneeze. 'Cause I'm a rambling germ.
Ramble, ramble, ramble.
Well, I'm a rambling germ. I said a rambling germ.
Ramble, ramble, ramble.
I'm coming to your town. I played at many people all across this great big land, especially in the folks who don't wash their hands, because soap makes me wiggle and soap makes me sneer. Germette?
One sign of soap and Toots is out of here.
'Cause I'm a rambling germ.
Ramble, ramble, ramble.
I'm a rambling germ.
Ramble, ramble, ramble.
I said a rambling germ.
Ramble, ramble, ramble.
I'm coming to your town. Look out! I'm coming to your town. That's right. Welcome, Germ, to the... Hey, you're no Germ. You're that meddling monkey. Quick, run for it. You'll never catch us this time. Never. Watch out for the mucus. A germ could get stuck in that stuff.
Little monkeys love riding buses. But a ride on the Z-Bus was the best trip of all. Because it ended at...
Welcome to Zany Island. Say hello to our new friends, Petey. Hello. How would you like your own, Petey?
Wow, nice, George.
There'll be adventure ahead. And here's a map to keep you on course. Have fun.
George planned on having a great time. And thanks to his map, he wouldn't miss a thing. George and his friend rode fast rides, slow rides, rides and scenic rides. Until one by one, George, Petey, and the man with the yellow hat had ridden them all.
Too bad they don't come in yellow.
Lucky you! You got the last one in your size. We're usually out of stock by this time of day.
Oh!
Avast, mateys! That be your warning shot. Zany Island be closing in 30 minutes, I say.
One more ride? So, did you have a good time today, George? What was your favorite part? Yeah, you sure had fun with Petey. Huh? Hey, where is Petey? Did we leave him behind? Whoa, George, hang on. Look, I know you're worried about Petey, but it's really late. I promise we'll look for him first thing in the morning, okay?
But George didn't want to wait until morning. Luckily, he didn't have to. The Z-Bus ran all night. He could rescue Petey now. Zany Island was a big place. Good thing George had kept his map. It showed everywhere he and Petey had been that day. Let the hunt for Parrot Petey begin. But George wondered where to look first. Maybe right here. It was the last day of the year, which meant George was busy putting up decorations.
Uh-oh. Streamers get away from you again, George?
After decorating, there was baking and preparing for guests.
Looks like we're all set for New Year's. You're right, George. Tomorrow starts the brand new year. Which means we'll need a new calendar. We'll tear off the last number at midnight, and you know what happens then. Happy New Year! Hey, you think you can really stay up till midnight this year, George? Well, if you want to be awake at midnight, it might help to take a nap. Okay, your choice, but you might fall asleep and miss the party like last year.
George didn't want to miss the party. so he decided to give the nap a try. But it was too bright to sleep. Finally, George was ready to fall asleep.
George, what are you... Trouble sleeping, huh? You know what my grandmother used to tell me? If you can't sleep, count sheep. Give it a try. You'll be asleep in no time.
1,
2.
George needed to count more than 1 sheep to get sleepy. Luckily, he knew just where to find some. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The sheep kept moving. George couldn't tell which ones he'd counted. If George wanted to know how many sheep there were, he could only count each sheep once. So he asked the sheep to line up. Getting sheep to follow directions was harder than George expected. If only sheep came with numbers.
George, I thought you were taking a nap. Okay, have fun with our calendar.
Now George could number the sheep as he counted them. Sheep number 1 was very friendly. It was a perfect day in the country for a hike. Some places in the country were hard to reach. But they were worth it.
Pretty good hiking for a city kid, George. We're almost there. The super secret hidden nobody but us knows about it view. Hey, I'm getting hungry. Sandwich break? I'm all right. Ow! I guess I'm not all right. I don't think I can walk on my leg, George. Maybe if I go slow. That's not going to work.
George knew he needed to go for help.
Hey, thanks for the lift, guys.
You did a great job getting help for your friend, George.
I called your mom, Bill. She's gonna meet you at the hospital.
You know, I'm actually looking forward to going there.
You are?
Yeah. They have the best fruit cup I've ever tasted. It almost makes all this worth it.
Hey, George, would you like to ride in the ambulance with us?
Sure, why not?
It's the paramedic's job to give people first aid and bring them to the hospital, George.
Right. And the ambulance has all the equipment we need. It's almost like a rolling hospital.
Hey, Danny. Hey, Nurse Paula. How's it going, Barry? Hi, Trish.
Wow. You seem to know a lot of people here.
Yeah, I've been in the hospital before. Oh, yeah. Broke my arm playing chess. Met everybody.
Well, hello, Bill. What happened?
Hurt my leg.
What was it this time? Checkers?
Turkey sandwich. It's a wristband for the doctors and nurses to keep track of all of us patients.
Well, Bill, it looks like your leg is broken in 3 places.
Really?
Bill's leg looked like it was all in one piece.
You can't see the break on the outside. That's why we radiologists use an X-ray machine. It takes pictures of how you look on the inside.
George had seen an X-ray before.
That's right. There are fractures here, here, and here. What happened?
Slipped on a turkey sandwich.
Of course. I should have guessed.
George thought he'd like to have an X-ray machine of his own.
Looks like Bill's gonna need a cast so his leg can heal.
Summer days seem to last forever. You need a lot of ideas to fill them up. Like playing jingle bells on a squeaky hinge.
Face it, George. We'll never get to jingle all the way.
That's me, all right, at the bucket toss at the old country fair when I was a kid. If you tossed a beanbag in a bucket, you got points. And the bucket.
Oh, I remember.
Oh, that's a dunk booth. Doesn't get better than a dunk booth.
You mean hitting the bullseye and dunking some poor guy into the water?
No, being that guy. What's more fun than getting dunked in a tank of cool water on a hot summer day?
Huh. Never thought of it that way.
But not that I know. I never did get dunked, but I always wanted to be.
And there it was, one bona fide, fun-filled, terrific idea for a summer afternoon.
You want to make our own fair, George? That's a great idea.
Okay, let us know if there's anything we can do.
Yeah, we can use this. We just need more buckets.
Hi, George. Are those for your fare? Okay, great. Wonder where he got all that stuff. Oh.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Here, see how many points you can get, George.
Oh! Hi, guys! What you doing?
We're building our own country fair.
No kidding! Hey, what about a boat race? I saw one at Sprouts Camp.
Ooh,
Ahoy! All hands on deck! Aye, aye, Captain! Huh? Oh, sure, of course. I was just, cleaning them. Wouldn't want dirty bath toys. Wow, looks like your fair has turned into a big project.
Water? Check. Boats for the boat race? Check. Making them go? No idea. Maybe we should forget the hose idea.
When the firehouse bell rang across the countryside, the volunteer firefighters responded. Even if there wasn't a fire.
Okay, George, I think everyone has heard it. You want to get the siren, George?
What a doozy of a turnout for this year's Fireman's Muster Games. I hope everyone has been practicing hose and ladder work.
I must have climbed up and down to my treehouse 100 times.
Excellent. As you know, each year our town volunteer firemen face a different squad in games that test individual skills and teamwork.
And each year, something goes wrong and we lose.
George remembered that at last year's muster, things did go wrong. And got very wet.
But if we stay focused, maybe this year we'll win that trophy.
Hooray!
Oh, you got it,
Kids.
Looks like this year's opponents are here.
Hi, everyone.
Well, look at that.
George couldn't believe it. It was his friends from the city, Rescue Squad 86. Even Blaze.
All right. There are 3 games. Allie here will keep score. The team with the most points at the end wins the trophy. Our first game is a test of teamwork and strength. The fruit and veggie wash. Each team must build up enough pressure in these antique water pumpers to hit their red or yellow targets.
That looks kind of challenging.
Very challenging.
Is this fair? Our team has more people.
No. The number of people on your team isn't as important as how you work together. The key is teamwork.
Captains, are your teams ready?
Ready?
Go!
Other side! Oh my gosh, we need people on the other side! No! Not everybody, not everybody! You 4 on that side, everyone else over here! That's it! Now pull for your lives! Quick, faster! Steady rhythm, team! Steady! Yeah!
The red team wins!
Aw, fiddlesticks.
A bucket brigade takes teamwork and coordination. Fill your buckets, pass them down the line, and empty them down there into your trough. The first team with a full trough wins.
Want to try it, George? Full fire buckets are really heavy.
George and the man with the yellow hat were giving Professor Wiseman a hand testing her newest invention.
Oh, this is great!
The Wiseman Digzacta measures how much soil you remove. Perfect for archaeological excavation. That shows you've removed exactly 1 square foot of dirt.
I get it.
When you talk to the science board, you won't have to use it. Just answer any questions they may have.
Oh, sure. I can do that. It's so simple, I won't even get nervous.
Thanks a million. I'd do it myself, but I have to fly to Turkey. A new find at Sagalassos.
Your Digzacta is in good hands.
I don't know how other geniuses do it without a guy and a monkey like you. Bye.
George, stop right there. But don't touch that stuff with 3 leaves. It's poison ivy. If it touches your skin, you get a red rash and blisters. Very itchy. Remember the 3 leaves. Leaves of 3, let it be. Uh-huh. When you work in a garden, you must always be very careful to... Oh, this isn't good. I washed my hands right away, but they're still itchy.
Washing your hands immediately is the right thing to do, but you have had a severe allergic reaction.
How long will my hands be bandaged?
3 weeks. Always avoid poison ivy. Remember, leaves of 3, let it be.
Oh, 3 leaves. 3 weeks. Oh, boy. Well, luckily I won't need my hands to answer the science board's questions about Professor Wiseman's invention. Maybe 3 weeks without using my hands won't be so tough. I can't get my keys out of my pocket. Can you get them, George? In my jacket, up here. that tickles.
George was more than happy to do everything the man usually did.
I guess I'm gonna need your help, George. Oh! Whoops. Oh, that looks good. The symphony. Oh, a western. Oh, not the Animal Channel again. Oh, that's great. Oh, George. O. M. It's just. It's right. George, we've been doing this for 2 hours. What do we have? Dear Mom. Well, what do you say we do more tomorrow? George, hold it, please. I think we need to figure out ways I can do things for myself. How would I use those? It works. You may be a genius.
It was a warm summer day in the country. A perfect day for kite flying with Bill.
Faster!
But Bill was busy yelling at a mound of dirt.
You can do it! Show him what you got!
George was pretty sure that a mound of dirt wouldn't move, no matter how much you encouraged it.
Hi, George! Being a city kid, you probably don't race worms, huh? They're in there, burrowing. First one to dig its way out wins. Here they come! Freddy's in the lead. All right! Fast Freddy wins again! Isn't he a beaut, George? George?
George went to find his own racing worms, and he knew just where to find them. Sometimes they were under the damp leaves in the shade. Sometimes he would find them hiding just below the soft earth by the roses.
Wow, that sure is a biggie, George. And he's sure got a lot of wiggle power. Look at all those segments. Worms' bodies are divided into little sections called segments, which are like muscles that help them to burrow in the soil. So what are you gonna do with your new worm, George? You wanna race Fast Freddy? The proper way to have a challenge race is on neutral territory. Not in any racer's home yard.
So, Bill and George took their worms to neutral territory. Lake Wanasink Lake.
On your mark, get set, go worms! Dig, Freddy, dig! Faster, come on, faster!
A worm race? Why, I haven't seen a good worm race since we were first dating.
Yeah, silly sport though, worm racing. I'd rather use worms for catching catfish.
Worm race over here!
Did I hear worm race?
Worm race!
Everybody loves a good worm race.
Go, worms, go! Go, worms, go!
You can do it, show 'em what you got!
What's all the excitement?
Worm race!
Wow! I haven't been to one of those since I was 12.
Go, Freddy, go!
Wow! Who's winning?
Go, Freddy! Dig, dig, dig!
Go! What's George's worm's name? Oh, okay.
I can't stand the suspense.
Faster!
Go!
Go, Freddy, go! Here comes Fast Freddy! And the winner is... Wow, city slang! The winner is George's worm by a segment!
What are you doing, George? Oh, digging for more worms, I see. Oh! Well, it's time to wash up for lunch.